Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. Tony 2.0, we're on air. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Squirrel. All right, so we are back in the studio. So the last time, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I know the last time that I did this when I was back in the studio, you guys couldn't hear me. So as soon as I get a thumbs up, I'll keep going. Nobody's giving me a thumbs up. It might be delayed. Oh, well, I think you guys can hear me. I'm just going to keep on rolling. All right. So, yeah, the last time that I was in here was two thumbs up. Thank you very much, Gene. So, last Sunday Night Live, I was in Alabama. So, we were in Alabama sitting outside of a Cracker Barrel right off of Interstate 20. I just got to see Gene, who's in here tonight. Him and I went to the Cracker Barrel. And I do want to say, thank you very much, Gene, for the gift card. What a blessing that was. I didn't open it because I didn't need it on the way home. But thank you so much. That is going to come in way handy. So, yeah, I see everybody in here. So I'm not in Alabama anymore because you guys recognize this place. This is our studio back in Pennsylvania. So oh my goodness. Hey, Dennis, how are you doing? Here we go. So you were the first one in here at 6:33. We got Random Exploring 1.0. How are you doing, buddy? You can hear crickets. You got the early bird special. Hey, DAV Expeditions, how you doing tonight? All right, so guys, we're going to be talking about the North Carolina hammock hang. So I was down there, as you guys know, last weekend, and look at this. I got my shirt on. So as I was leaving or getting ready to leave the night before, Moose Man came over and blessed me with a shirt. This is their second. Let me see if I can step away. Oh, I don't want to get into my Elvis impersonations. So this is the shirt that was the second shirt. They had a shirt for the first annual, and then. So North Carolina Hammock Hangers blessed me with that shirt. Thank you, guys. And how did you guys like that video? If you got questions about the video, put it in. And like Gene said, put 3 question marks in front of it. And I do want to say Stitch is not going to be here tonight. Him and I were messaging back and forth, and he told me he wasn't going to be able to be in here tonight because instead of Colorado, he's in Florida right now visiting some friends. All right, so like Dennis said earlier, here we go. Did I take a sip of this coffee yet? Well, good evening. And I do want to say thanks for coming in. And I look forward to spending this time with you guys on Palm Sunday. All righty. Cheers. Mm-mm-mm. Yum. That's that 210 Outdoors. That's the coffee that 210 Outdoors sent. So that's the whole beans. So I opened that up 2 weeks ago before I left, and you're going to see that in the video coming up this Thursday, where Todd Champion and I went camping because after I left North Carolina, I headed to Alabama, and that's where I got to see Gene on my way. Hey, Joseph Kelly, how are you doing tonight? And thank you very much. Yes, put 3 question marks in there. And as you guys see on the bottom of the screen, don't forget, we are going to have our meetup coming up next month, May 24th. Pavilion C at Knoebels Amusement Park. And I've been talking to a lot of people that all said they're coming, and I'll talk a little bit about that more here in a minute. But Richard Oberstein, how are you doing, brother? There you are. And everybody's saying sounds good. Thumbs up. Joseph Kelly, how are you doing tonight, Joseph? All right. Hey, Gunnar Ray, how are you doing? Saying, hey, Tony. And we got Patrick Collins in here and Gary Williams. Ooh, there's my brother, Mike. How are you doing, Mike? And yeah, no, Gary, I said Gary, but it's Gray Williams. Yes. And thanks for being a part of the 2.0 crew. Yes. That's that little badge that's star that's next to the names. Oh, I already see Tanya down there, Kitchen Witch with the old ribeye hashtag there. I got 2 screens open, and right on here, but that's my brother Mike. How are you doing tonight, Mike? And Jeff Cooper, hey buddy, yeah, him and I sent him a picture because on my way home, what was it, Friday morning, I stopped. If you guys don't know, Greg from the New Star Market, it's a gas station, and I know Jeff stops there, but that was on the beginning of my travel videos. I found that on the way home when I went down there to pick up the car carrier where Lou met me in the parking lot, but the car carrier was a gift from Dennis, who was in here first tonight. But I passed a exit for gas, and I was running low on gas, so I got off that exit and I went over, and because it said the next exit, it said there was a gas station, so I went, and that's where I found the New Star Market, and I was swinging by there to check on my buddy Greg, and I had a cup of coffee for the first time from the porch. They've got the gas station. And then right as part of the gas station, they got a deck, and that was the first time. I've been there like 3 times, but I always get there either when they're not open yet for the season or they're closed. But I was going to go up there and sleep in their parking lot because they are van life. Greg's did van life and stuff like that, but congratulations to Greg. I don't know if a lot of y'all know him, but if you followed the channel, you do. But he got married last year, so that is awesome. Hey, Jazz Tech, there you are. Hey, Tony. Hey. Right. Hey. All right. There's Rick, brother Rick. I'm here, Tony. Yes, and good to see you in here. There's Josh and Jen. Looking forward to Knoebels. Yes. So Knoebels is going to be the meetup for this year. And it's going to be the first annual meetup for creators and subscribers, fans, that kind of stuff. So it's continuing to grow, I believe. There's a lot of more people coming than I anticipated. But that's what it's all about. All right. Say hey, sober 831. Hello, Tony and the random family. Absolutely. And there's Stanley. Nice to see you again. Nice seeing you again, brother. Let's see. There's Lou. Hey, Lou. Oh, Lou. I was driving from Alabama, and I came up through and it took me on to 40. And then 40 eventually turned into 80. And I was thinking about you coming. You and Dennis, I was thinking of both of y'all as I came up through there, but I don't know. I was just driving and I needed to get to somewhere for the premiere that we just had. So that was Thursday night's premiere of the North Carolina Hammock Hang at Woolly Swamp. I had an amazing time there. Life on a budget. Hey, good evening, campers. Good evening. Gregory Hess. How are you doing, brother? God bless you too. All right. Hey, there's Elric the Blackheart. That's good seeing you in here. And I guess you're not doing any medical transports tonight with your buddy. So I'm glad to see you in here. Hey, Steve, how are you doing? There's Joseph Kelly saying, please, that pig looked awesome. Yes. So James put the pig on early that morning for that night. So that's a pig that he raised. So he raised it all the way up through, and then so he put it on, and 2 pork butts. And the North Carolina hot barbecue sauce, just that vinegar, salt, and red pepper. I was telling Miss 2.0 about it, and I said, I got to make that for her. So yeah, I was looking at a couple different things to do. So yep, yes, you did, Kitchen Witch. Ribeye, hashtag ribeye. Oh, we love ribeyes, don't we? I made Miss 2.0 dinner last night, a ribeye. She's at work tonight. So she may be popping in and saying hi when she's at work. She called me a little while ago. She had a break and went for coffee. Hey, here's Herb. How are you doing? Stopping to say hello. I'll try to jump back in a little later. I hope everyone is doing well. Everybody, yes, Herb. Herb from the Fireside Studios. He did send me a link of a song that he had done. Really great artist. Really, really good artist. Yeah. Cowboy Mike, hey, how are you doing? Howdy. I should put my cowboy hat on. Howdy. Yeah. Hey, Trapper. All righty, brother. Yes. How are you doing tonight? Kitchen, what my ribeye is marinating right now. About to go grill. Oh, wish I could smell that all the way over here. Let's see. Nick, how are you doing, Nick? Hey, Tony. Let's see. There's James. How are you doing, James? Good to see you tonight. So we got Dark Defender in here. Hey, there's Freddie Moss. So Freddie Moss, while I was driving down Interstate 20, I called him once I got into South Carolina. No, it wasn't. I wasn't on 20 yet. So I left in the morning. Sunday morning from North Carolina after the Woolly Swamp. I left and I was driving down and I passed the Buc-ee's that I did the video in, and I was just driving and I knew Freddie was close by that area, but I wanted to make it all the way to Alabama, but we called, he was on his way to church, so we talked for a little while on the phone, and then when I got to Alabama, Gene had met me at the Cracker Barrel, and we tried calling Freddie and did FaceTime, but it was so noisy in there, neither of us could hear one another. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and it was great seeing and talking to both of you. Let's see, we are Mountain Cabin. Spring is beautiful up here. Awesome. Hey, Annette and Randy, how you guys doing? Decent. Let's see. Then we got Chris right there. Hey, Chris. Oh, mid 90s and near 103. Oh, I'd like that. It's 47 here today. Burr. All right. It was 87 degrees during that North Carolina hammock hang. Beautiful weather. So when I got down there, I left. So the way it occurred is I left on, I was unsure if I was going to go. All right. So Wednesday, I'm having coffee with my three buddies, down at Turkey Hill in Elysburg. And I was having coffee with them, and I was like, I'm still undecided. It was about 11:30. And I went, you know what? I'm going. So, which meant I had to go get my oil changed before I left because I was like 140 miles before my next oil change. So I ran over to the Subaru dealer quick, got my oil changed, and a couple other things, front end alignment I got as well. Because remember, which I don't know. And they said, "Oh, your tires look a little cambered. You should really get a." So I don't know. I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but I think when they put my tires on in Florida, they would have did a front end alignment. So I said, "Yeah, go ahead." They said, "Yeah, we'll give $50 off." And I said, "Okay, because I'm going to be driving." And how many miles did I put on that little loop? 2,142 miles going from there. So anyhow, so I made that decision that I was going to go, and I went and got that done, came home, packed up quick, and then went to bed, got up early in the morning, Christmas 2.0 good night, or goodbye. And I started driving, and I drove all the way down to Snow Hill, North Carolina, and I got there kind of late. I pulled over right before I got there, and I went and I was on that Thursday night's video live, premiere, because I got there on Thursday around 6. I pulled over and then I finished my drive. But I had about an hour left to get to Snow Hill. So I get to Snow Hill and I'm going, I can't really go to the campground yet. So what should I do? So I ended up going to a Circle K near there. Well, I went and did a couple things, looked around the area. It was already dark. And I ended up going to the Circle K, and went in, used their facility, got some coffee late at night because I wanted to buy something from them. Um, and I went out and sat in the car, and then I went back in and said, you know what? Hey, are you guys 24/7? And she said, yes. And I said, would you mind if I said, I'm going to an event tomorrow. Would you mind if I just pull to the side of the building and go to sleep in my car? I'm all set up with car camp. And they said, absolutely, no problem at all. So thank you, Circle K in Snow Hill. That was great. So I ended up sleeping there overnight, and I got up in the morning and I ran out because Mr. Beast, now, if y'all don't know who he is, maybe when you watch the video, you kind of get an idea of who he is. But about 35 minutes away, he actually has a studio. And I drove out to that studio to just kind of look around it. But it's all fenced and tons of security cameras, and there's gate there and everything, and the business across has got so anyhow, I ended up driving back, got to Woolly Swamp, got set up and started the video there. But that was a great event. I am so glad that I went, because this year, even though I knew people last year, and if you remember, Rewild came up and camped next to me. He drove up from Gainesville down in Florida, and then we camped together. But that was really my first time of meeting in person a lot of the folks that were there. And so this year, going back, I saw a lot of familiar faces, and I got to speak to everyone. It was really awesome. Oh, thank you very much. I Do Adventures. Oh, can I poke on it? Does it let me poke on it? Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. Show on stage. Let's see. I can't tell if it popped up on the screen. I hope it did. Speedway in Snow Hill. There you go. Yeah, it is up on the screen. Great. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. So when I was, James is asking, what time is the meetup? So it's whenever the park opens. I believe the park opens at 11. It might be 12. But when the park opens, so for me, I'm going to be at Pavilion C all day until the park closes. So I think that's midnight. I believe it's midnight. So I will be at Pavilion C all day long, only because that way, anybody that comes, they can come early, they can come late, they can come early, come late, or come whenever. So come in and stay as long as you want. I will be there at Pavilion C. And then other YouTubers that are also subscribed to the channel will be filtering in. And I told them all, tell all of your subscribers and fans, if they're coming to see you, please tell them to come see you as well. That way, and then let them know, like, hey, I'll be there from 1 to 3, so you don't kind of tie yourself in to a certain time slot. And your subscribers, when they want to see you as well, will know that you're going to be there at the pavilion. That way they can go and walk around the park and do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Did you get your... Okay, I'm going to get to that question. Oh, let's see. So the event is at that time, and what was I talking about? Oh, so I got there and I set up, but I saw a lot of familiar faces from last year, and I didn't get the chance the first year to really talk to people, get to know people, and I really feel like I got to do that this year. Same with HangCon. My second year was so much more relaxed because I knew what to expect, and seeing a lot of people and things like that. And it was really nice because I knew kind of what to expect and how to film it. I think that gave me more of a relaxed time to be able to spend time when someone would come up and say, hey, Tony, how are you doing? I could actually talk because I knew that hey, there's going to be more event, and I don't need to catch everything, but really had a great time. And then yeah, Phantom Grappler, he is just so. Last year, Stitch, when he saw the video, he was like, from North Carolina Hammock Hang. He says, "Do you know you were taught you filmed?" He said, "Phantom Grappler. He's in the uh, forums, the hammockforums.net a lot. Like he said, yeah, he's in there a lot. So back in the day and moving on up through, and said very, very knowledgeable on knots and all kinds of stuff. So I said, no, I didn't realize that. And so this year I got a chance to spend more time with him, which was really a blessing. And he is extremely knowledgeable about knots and stuff. And he came over to my camp there and was showing me some things on my own tarp, with how to tie things. But we just hung out and got to talk about things. But that pig was delicious. Yeah, it was. So James did an amazing job with that. Yeah, let's see. Hike with Mike. How are you doing? Hello from swamps of Florida. Is it getting buggy down there yet? And the porch is an awesome destination. Yes, yeah, that the New Star Market there is really neat, and the porch is really cool because it's set up so that you can just sit there, relax, and they've really made a really neat thing about the whole stuff. I do is Hello, everyone. Thanks, Tony, for coming to Woolly Swamp. Yeah, and so I do adventures. That's James. If you're wondering, but I am so glad that I went. And like I said, I made an executive decision, and that at Wednesday, like that's when I said, yeah, I'm going. I was toying around with it and trying to figure out different appointments and things like that, and I was like, you know what? If I do go, I'm going. And then while I was there, I was talking to Miss 2.0, and I said, I'm only 10 hours away from Alabama. Maybe I might go to Alabama and film with Todd Champion, Camping with Champion. And I am so glad that I made that executive decision to go do that. And you guys are going to see that video this coming Thursday. He put his out yesterday. So if you didn't see that, go on over and check it out, because that video is really good. Now, what I did in my video, I'll talk about that later when I share with you some the upcoming video. Let's see, Skechers having over the swamp, so they are. Oh, skeeters. Yeah, the mosquitoes. That's what I was wondering too. Are they out in numbers in Arkansas? Yeah. Let's see. I don't want to get too far behind here. Hey, Daniel Tucker, how are you doing tonight? Saying hello, everyone. Yeah. Hey, Dave Hurley. How are you doing? Hello, Mr. 2.0. Shoot, forgot to watch your video. Yeah, no problem. No problem. That's one thing about YouTube. Once it's up there, you can always go back and watch it. Yeah. And, I was looking at some analytics when I got back here. I was just, doing some things on the computer. And yesterday, 2 days ago, I noticed that my HangCon videos from 2024 were being watched, because they were in the top 10 in my analytics. And it was like, in 48 hours, 231 people watched HangCon 2024 video. So like I said, they can just, and then number 2, number 3, and then day 4, which is day 4 and 5 combined, were all being watched. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. People were going back and watching those. I don't know. They just all of a sudden went up. Yeah, I love oh yeah. They are delicious. Yeah. Hey, Freddie, saying hi to all the mods and all you guys. I thank y'all very much. I don't know if you guys have to work too hard, with comments. We've really built a very awesome 2.0 community that on our Sunday night lives. I know in the early days we had a few problems, but You guys have been so good at keeping our riffraff out, or people that want to cause problems. Yeah. Hey, T. Lee, how are you doing? Yeah. What's happening, Tony? Well, we are on Sunday Night Live. Yeah. Oh, there's Brian Powles. How are you doing? Sean says hi from Minnesota. Well, hi, Sean, all the way over there in Minnesota. Oh, I got to get to Minnesota soon when it gets warmer. Woke up at 19 degrees yesterday in Grayson Highlands. Oh, Kevin, that's cold. I passed Grayson Highlands exit coming up 80. One or 81. 81. Yes, 81. I came past Grayson Islands. I saw the thing for it. I was thinking of trying to stop at a couple places on the way up, but ended up not doing that because I just felt drawn to go and make sure I could see Greg at the New Star Market, and I'm so blessed that I did because him and I got a chance to go sit down and catch up. None of that's on film. We talked about some really awesome stuff, and I shared some things with him. He shared some things with me, and it was a really blessed time. And when you have somebody with a kindred spirit and also the same faith as yours, you really iron sharpens iron. And I just felt like him and I just had that experience that day because there were some things that I got a chance to share that he had no clue that really ministered to him, and we were just a blessed time. So anybody out there that knows the term "iron sharpens iron," that was what the experience that I had, and so I kind of feel like I was drawn to make it there. I got there the night about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I slept at a Sheetz gas station overnight because it was 2 in the morning, and I woke up the next morning and I went right to his place, hung out there for a little, and I saw Miss No, and that's one of the workers there, the Korean workers that cooks. Oh, makes kimchi and all kinds of stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. I've had their kimchi before, but it's like a Korean deli right there as well. They and she remembered me from coming and doing the video a couple of years ago, and it was good seeing her again as well. Let's see. So Kevin, that was cold, 19 degrees. Oh boy. Yes, thank you, Freddie. Yeah, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Yeah, if you don't want to miss an adventure, because you never know what we're going to be doing, right? Hey, Christina Brown, how are you doing tonight? Hashtag carnivore, absolutely. And speaking of carnivore, I am 358 days into carnivore. I believe on the 19th, which is just a couple days away, is going to be my carniversary, my 1 year doing carnivore, and it is amazing. And a lot of people ask me, Tony, how much weight have you lost? And so mine's mainly for health reasons is why I was doing it. But did I? Well, yeah, of course I did. I've repositioned my body's kind of redone stuff. And I was thinking earlier today, I'm sliding back if you're wondering what I'm doing, just so you guys can see my camera. Oh, see me in camera. Come on, squirrel, back up. Get out of my way. So one thing is I used to measure my stomach, right? So by my fingers, I would take it and I would go, and I'd do like this. And based on with my hand on my stomach, how many fingers do I go out? That's how I knew I needed to lose weight. Like, oh, I got past my pinky. Oh, got past my ring finger. Oh, I'm past my middle finger. Oh, I'm getting ready to hit my fourth finger or fall over it. So right now, if I do that, I'm actually just not even into my pinky. So I have lost fat. But mainly it's been what am I doing as far as body transformation? I'm eating meat, which is muscles, so I'm gaining muscle and without exercise. It's been good. So I always do the hand challenge, So how many fingers you got? No, just kidding. We should do the Random Ventures 2.0 weight loss challenge. No, it's all about being healthy and just but it's been amazing journey this year. And some people say, well, are you going to do anything different next year? And I'm like, well, as good as I feel on the carnivore, I don't think I'm going to do anything different. I may add an avocado, just for some avocado fat. I don't know, but really, no. So, oh, here we go. So, life on a budget is asking Tony, did you get your game cam back? Oh, great. I saw that over there. So glad that's up there. So yes. So when I got back, I was like, I'm going up to see if the game can's up there, So I went and it was raining and I did, I just didn't feel like I had the camera out and I ran something for a B-roll and then I hiked up to where it was at. Then I thought, it's raining. I'm going to keep that in my pocket and I'll just go see what's on the game cam, get close to it with my phone, look at it on my phone, and then I'll make a decision about starting a video for that, going to retrieve the game cam. And I pulled it up on my phone and it said pictures, 0. Video, 0. So I had no pictures. So that wasn't a great spot to put the camera because that was there a week and a half and got nothing. So we got nothing. Yeah. Yeah. I really thought we would have, especially with that buck rub that was right there. Let's see. Ooh, Steve said we went on a morel mushroom hunt today down by the creek on our property. Only found 3 of them. Well, at least you found some. I've always wanted to find a morel in the woods. Always. I might have to try to do that again this year. Yeah, I'm part of on Facebook. Well, it's been a long time ago, but I was part of a morel mushroom group. Yeah, and people were posting all the morel mushrooms that they grew, that they caught. Yes, Rewild Outdoors is a great guy. Yeah, he is. What's the story behind the squirrel? Good question, T. Lee. So, so on our Sunday night lives, when I'm talking, a lot of times, I'm going down a path, and if you've ever saw what movie is that? Up, with the guy with the hat and glasses, the old guy, and the dog. So the dog um, will go squirrel. The one with the voice thing. So doing our Sunday night lives, one day I went to say something different because a thought popped in my head and I was like, oh, and I started talking about that. And then I went, oh, squirrel, and started changing what I was saying from a thought that popped into my head. So then everybody was doing squirrel alerts and things like that. And I've always wanted to have a squirrel as a pet. But I ordered this squirrel off of Amazon and I just keep them around. And if you notice in the North Carolina hammock hang, I did not talk about the squirrel at all, but you can see him in that video in several different places throughout that video. And so it's just about having fun, T. Lee. But this is my pet squirrel. You might see him on further videos, right, Mike? Squirrel. There's Lou. Lou's got the squirrel. Hey, Dennis. Diesel. Dennis. Diesel's outdoor excursions. Tony, good evening from Ridge Manor, Florida. Oh, awesome. How are you doing this night tonight? I hope good. Hey, let's see. Everyone familiar with Black Camper? He is up, and I'm coming. I feel okay. Anyone familiar with Black Camper? He is up and coming. I feel. Not. Oh, yes. He's on the what Arizona Appalachian Trail. I'm thinking if that's him, who you're talking about. Yeah, so the Appalachian Trail is hot and heavy right now. Yeah, I was gonna stop at a couple different places. Hey Tony, I'm glad you got to meet and camp with Todd Champion. Those ribeyes look tasty. Yeah, and I threw it on that log. First time I ever had a log like that. I went and got that log from Lowe's, and I saw it. I was actually going there to find some firewood because a lot of gas stations around that area. A lot of times you can buy firewood, but because I knew I wanted to do a fire with him that we could sit around and things like that. And but I found that log, and I'll tell you what, those logs, where they take a chainsaw down in it and cut different ways. Well, there's other ways you can do it. You cut log into 6 sections, and then you put something down in the middle or cut the points off for the triangle, like here's your triangle log, and then you cut these off so it's a little open in the middle. That thing burned longer than if you threw 6 logs on the fire. It burned probably 3 or 4 times longer. That was really, really cool. And then we got to cook on it. Or throw the steak on. And then him and I were talking. I forgot all about the steak and things getting charred on there. Yeah, but had a great time. Yeah. And it was definitely tasty. A little burnt on the outside, but hey, burnt on the outside. I did take it past the medium rare, like I like it, or the close to moo. I had a ribeye yesterday, and I was looking at it, and I put salt on it, both sides, some like flake salt that I have, and I just let it sit on the counter for like 2 hours. But before I did that, there was a little piece there, and I cut it off and I ate it raw. Yeah. I don't recommend doing that. Yeah, but I did have some raw ribeye. Yeah. Let's see. Getting CAT scan this week because my doctor saw something on another test he didn't like very much. Hopefully, it will turn out and be nothing. Absolutely, Steve. I'm claiming that as well with you. Many prayers. We will be praying for you, the whole 2.0 family. So if you guys did see that, that was probably posted a little while ago, 721. I'm not too far behind yet. Yet. Yes. And just like Kitchen Witch right there, Tanya, with the definite prayers. Let's see. Hey, KJ6JFX. Hello. Welcome to the 2.0 Sunday Night Live. I got to charge my phone. Be back soon. Sounds good. Let's see. KCD. KC do. Aha. So KC8 I do. Morse code. I don't understand Morse code. Oh, I got to take another drink of this coffee. All right. Cheers, guys. Second sip. More than a second sip. Yeah. Let's see. What got me into camping, T. Lee says. So I used to camp as a kid when with my parents. My dad liked to go camping, but we always went to campgrounds. And then I have some fond memories of campgrounds. Like there's video probably back because my dad had he would do the reel, the reel film, in school. It would, when the movie was over, it'd go on the projector. So he would play around with that kind of stuff. But I remember seeing videos or movies, home movies of me at campgrounds, but I have fond memories. Jeremiah the bullfrog, I remember dancing as a little kid. And my hair was white back then. Well, it was blonde from the sun, but I'm not a blonde. So my hair was always like brown, lighter brown, until it went gray. Then it went white. But that started when I was like 18 years old. Yeah. White. Yeah. But that kind of, I never went really camping too much after that. My parents separated, or not separated, but they divorced when I was around 8 years old. So I was very young, and my stepdad, he never went camping at all, and my mom never went again after that. However, when I started having children, I took them on a couple of camps. Now, this is years ago. We went, my father-in-law and I used to go fishing at Raystown Lake, and we took the kids um, to on a camping trip there once. Yeah, just once. So not much camping with me as an adult and things. I went camping for the first time for the channel, and that was in Centralia, PA. I went hammock camping overnight, so that was my when Snowstorm Izzy came up. So it was my first time hammocking, first time camping on my channel, which was 3 years ago now. So that was, well, 3.5 years ago now. So, and I wanted to add camping or something overnight because my plan was to hike the Appalachian Trail. Once I got into doing things, and we were trail angels. I say were because Lisa and I haven't had a chance to do that for the last 2 years. For those coming up through on the Appalachian Trail. So, but that's pretty much, I wanted to add camping to my channel, so that's why I got my first hammock. Let's see. Hey, David Cantley, how you doing? Can't T. Can't I added an L to that. Hey, Tony, glad you are doing better, bud. Thank you very much. Hey, Frank Explorations, how are you doing? Hello, everyone. There's Gene saying, please remember to put 3 questions in front. Thank you very much, buddy, because that helps a lot. Helps me to see them. Bang. They just jump right out because all I'm doing a lot of times is looking for names. Right? I am. So I'm not old. I'm seasoned. And isn't it something else? If you're up there in age, so isn't our mind like still like 20? The mind is so like back then. It's like your mind just doesn't ever think you're old unless you look in the mirror and you go, oh, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm still that guy, but I don't look the same. And really amazing how the mind works. Yes. David Hurley, yes, definitely pray for Sam. He's really having a hard time. I've reached out to him so many times, and he messages me back. But, please, guys, pray for Sam with the northwest wind. As far as I know, he is going to be coming to the meetup as well as Camping with Champion. He's going to be coming up from Alabama. I know quite a few others. Hammock Mountain, him and I were just talking. He's coming. So if you are coming to the meetup, please say in the comments. Bushcraft Evolution just Brad just put out a video. He's definitely coming. He doesn't know how many of his family will be coming because their school just ends, but he might be running out maybe with 1 or 2 of his daughters, he said, and maybe the whole family's going to come. He's just not sure yet, but he was telling on a video that he is coming to the meetup as well. So I'm encouraging anybody that's coming to see me. Let your subscribers, fans, and supporters all know that you're going to be in the area on that day. If you're coming from other states, because you've got viewers that want to see you that maybe are within this area. Yes, so please do that and get ready. I'm going to be doing another video in a couple weeks once they open. Grand opening is April 24th. Once they're open, the rides are running and stuff. I'm going to do a video about the meetup again, and then I will continue to mention it. And if there's a YouTuber that you guys know that you also watch, um, please message them, either message them or make comments on their video and ask them, are you going? Maybe they don't know anything about it, but maybe you can message them and let them know, because the idea is we want to, this is the first annual. It's going to happen every single year, Lord willing. Next year will be the second annual, and it's always going to be on that Saturday at Memorial Day weekend. And as it grows, I'm hoping that other creators and will take advantage of that, and we will make that create East Coast creator meetup, let's say, or something like that. I don't know. We're going to see where the Lord takes it. Everyone is invited. Yes, I do adventures. That's James, to the Woolly Swamp Farms, North Carolina Hammock Hangs. We have uh, another one coming up in the fall hang, come in the spring, and I will cook another pig or some chickens. Awesome. So there you go, guys. Guys, go. You hear that? Oh, and I want to say, Chris, who had came down in Adventures with Ken, got to see them. Adventures with Ken. Oh, I see you're in here. Yes. So next year we're going to get a little bit more time to spend together, because he got there Saturday morning, and then I was already. That's the day I really film a lot. But my neighbor Chris and his daughter Haley. Hey Haley, I don't know if y'all are watching, but and then Robert was there, and but Haley told her dad about the Buc-ee's video. Walked into the kitchen and said, "Hey, you should see this guy. He slept at Buc-ee's," and he checked it out, and he got into hammock camping because of watching Random Adventures 2.0 videos. And I don't believe I think he said he didn't know I was going to be there. And he came, because I really didn't say I was going to be there until I was there. But he came, and he got the camp right next to me. We did FaceTime with his wife and Haley, and I thanked Haley for telling her dad about that. And he had I helped him set his hammock up, and so he learned a lot. And then Robert, that was there, and also Adventures with Ken, learned a lot. So that's why it's so important. If you want to learn about hammocks, there's the way that I do it, but I learned, my first hammock, that was an experience. But I learned things going to these events, and also just gleaning from other people, watching videos. Shug Emery, Hammock 101. Guys that are new to it, go check out Shug's channel, SHUG, Shug Emery. Yes. Hey, Melody, how you doing? Yeah, from South Central PA. Melody, you ought to come over to Knoebels. Yes, you're closer than some of the people that are coming. Yeah, if you want to come. I think it's a great day. Like I said, it's free to park, free to come into the park, free to leave the park, free to get in your car and go home, and free to see me, Pavilion C. Now, if you don't want to eat anything or buy anything to eat or ride any rides, then you didn't spend a dime. That's why I think this is a great venue for a meetup. Yes. Makes it eligible for so many people. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. Are you are full of experience, right? Right. Hey, there's random exploring 101 back again. Let's see. Idaho fall dates. Let's see. Hey, Mick Grimm, how are you doing? Yeah, and there's squirrels. Thanks, Tanya, for reminding me. And also, Mike, I must have been doing that for a while. Let's see. Scrolling down. Don't forget to buy to buy the squirrel shirt. They're cheap. Don't feed them. They go crazy. I had a window open, and if I didn't have a screen and what he would have jumped in my window. Do not feed them, right? So yeah, if you want a squirrel shirt, so like the one that I have, that was a gift from Emma Brown. Uh, and I because it came with, when I got the gift, it came with a how those little Amazon gift things are. So it had one of those. So I looked it up, and I bought another one to give to somebody. And so I put that on my Amazon store. So the link is in the description of, I think, even this video. The squirrel shirt. It's a neat shirt. Yeah, it is really neat shirt. And I get a lot of compliments. I was standing somewhere the other day, had that shirt on, and someone said, "Hey, I like your squirrel shirt." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." Yeah. Oh, hey, there's Randy. Yeah. Annette beat you here. She came in. She commented way earlier than you did. Just kidding. Let's see. Yes, I need a squirrel shirt, right, Tanya? Go to Amazon. I've got the link in the description of this video. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not good. That can make for a uh, rough if he's uh, don't make that woman mad, right? Uh, so Squirrel was eating Steve's deck, sharpening his teeth. Hey, homeless Santa, there you are. Hey, Matt. Let's see, Mick Graham Cocoa Beach. I love your channel. Thank you so much, Mick. Yeah, Dave Hurley says, I follow Steve. Danny Dan. Dandy Dan. How are you doing? Good Sunday evening, everyone. Yeah, and let's see. There's Adventures with Ken. So, hey, Tony, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I spent the day catching some, uh, ooh, bream and bass. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Big Carl. So Big Carl Maha. Um, I I don't remember the date right off the top of my head, but I believe I am going. I have not said on. If you look up that Maha on Facebook, there's a little sign up sheet because they just want to know how many people are coming. But I didn't do that yet because I'm all over the place. I'm random, right? But most likely I will be there. Yes, most likely, but I forget the dates. Homeless Santa, can you put the dates down in the comment section? So if anybody knows the dates of the Maha Spring uh, hammocking, put that in there because I forget the dates and it'll remind me too. I can look it up, but I don't want to do that while I'm here doing this. Your channel is awesome. Thankfully, came across it a couple weeks ago. Well, awesome, and welcome to the 2.0 family, T. Lee. I'm blessed to have you here. I like an outlaw camping channels. I like this one. I like the outlaw camp channels like this one. Well, thank you, Dandy Dan. Yeah. Melody's asking, do you know if there is going to be another YouTube meetup in Centralia? I love to meet all of you creators. So Centralia, I know Pennsylvania. I forget who it was that did that. Was it JP Videos? Um, but they did a in Centralia. So Centralia it's still cool, but they covered a couple years ago. They covered the highway, the graffiti highway. I mean, that's cool. There are some things up there to see, but yeah, David Hurley, thanks for gifting a membership to somebody. You got one gifted membership, and it looks like Hunter Weaver was gifted that membership. Thank you so much, brother, for doing that. Really awesome. Yes. Okay. Well, so I don't know about Centralia, but I know Walter Zollner has had a he goes to state parks and really awesome, but he is coming. I've been to his meetup twice, and he is coming this one. I don't know if the guys from over. I know. So I did a meetup last 2 years. in a row for all the guys like Freezer Bound Outdoors and all those guys out in Western Pennsylvania around. I believe they are coming. Okay, starts Friday, 4/25. Okay, so mark your calendars. Maha starts uh, Friday on the 25th. What's the date today? 13th. Ooh, that's coming up. So weekend after Easter. Yeah. Oh, happy Easter, everyone. Coming up, Easter. Yes. So I'm not sure, but if you want to come, Melody, like the Wandering Woodsman, Cliff's going to be there. So a lot of people that you may also watch, because my channel, there's gold prospectors coming. There's a lot of people coming because there's a lot of different genres. Because I've done a lot of different genres that are coming to the meetup. But yes, reach out to your uh, favorite YouTube creator and tell them to come to the meetup at Knoebels Grove. Yeah, or well, it's Knoebels Grove. That's what a lot of people call it, but it's Knoebels Amusement Park. Ozark Great Adventures. I'm gonna try to make it. Oh, cool! Ozark Great Adventures. Hopefully you can. That would be awesome. I turned 52 yesterday. Well, happy birthday! It seems like 2 weeks ago I was a teenager. How about it? Like we said, time goes so fast. Time goes so fast. So slow down. Don't be in a hurry to get anywhere, unless it's for dinner. Just kidding. All right. So Robert Bell says, "Hi, everyone. Hi, Robert. How are you doing tonight? I'm a bit late. No problem, brother." So Chris Welchizak. How are you doing, Chris? Good to see you in here tonight again. You don't realize you are old until you until you go to get up and sitting on the floor, just standing. Oh yeah, I know. Mm, that's why I like hammocks, because I can get up right off the hammock, but me to get up off the ground takes me a minute. Yeah, it does. Yes, next year for sure. Some conversations around the fire, like you had commented to me. Absolutely. There we go. Why didn't that pop up? Oh, let me see what I missed. Yes, Ken. Yes, definitely. Hey, Byron, how are you doing? Byron Rexford. Good evening. Any black bear sightings out your way? No, I haven't seen any. I can't wait to see one at camp and catch it on camera. We're getting a few late at night of them raiding the bird feeders and trash cans late at night. Yeah, they will be known to do that. Absolutely. Hey, Rebecca Silvius. Hey, Tony. Glad to see your eye patch is gone, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you. It does. It is still blurry. So even though I don't have the eye patch on, it is still blurry, but it's getting better. It's not as blurry as it was because I couldn't actually see out of it and make anything out from that side. So I do go Friday, this Friday, and that's one of the reasons I needed to head back here, because I got an appointment Wednesday and I got one Friday, and the Friday is the eye appointment that I got to go back so they can just check it. But they did say it would take 1 to 3 months to go away. I did notice that the one night, sleeping in the car, sleeping with my head on the pillow, and I didn't move. I didn't roll. I didn't turn. I didn't nothing. And when I woke up, I sat up and I got out of the car, and I'm seeing a little black dark gray spot just up here, just impeding my vision a little bit, and I realized that it's the fluid inside of your eyeball. That's where all the blood particles and stuff, solution, is in there, and that's what makes it blurry. But just like if you had a little bit of fine stuff, in a bottle of water and you shook it up and that's me walking during the day and things like that. It gets all shook up, all shook up. But then it went down. It settles at night, and it settles, like a snow globe. It kind of settles, and d- accumulates into a spot. Like I didn't move my head and shake it. Um, it 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 makes it a little blurry. Yes. Yep. Bear alert. Hey, Ron, how are you doing? Hi. What's the story with the squirrel? Favorite tree pet? Looking to see if I can make it to Knoebels. Well, that's great, Ron. So I might have already explained the squirrel, but the squirrel is because when I'm talking, just like the movie Up, the dog in there goes squirrel. So losing track of where they were going when they were talking, and things pop up in my mind, and I go, "Oh," I want to say it. All right, cheers. 8 o'clock. We've been on for an hour already. Boy, doesn't time fly when you're having fun? It seems to fly even when you're not having fun, though. Like life is so quick, so quick. I'm going to be 60 in July. 60 years old, the big 60. I remember when I hit 20. Uh, Fast. Goes too fast. Yum. Alrighty. So I have my first hammock still in the box. Awesome. Well, maybe I can help you set it up sometime. Free to camp. Free to camp. So Ozark Great Adventures. It is not free to camp at Knoebels. So there is a lot of campgrounds around now. They will fill up very fast because I think there's like 800 camping sites associated with that. But there are hotels, stuff like that. And some people will car camp. Um, there is a Sheets close by that I know you can overnight in their parking lot. Uh, the town of Elysburg isn't very big. Well, all the towns around here aren't very big, but there is a Walmart parking lot. Maybe we should all do an overnight in the Walmart parking lot. That'd be funny. All right, so that there isn't a lot of, but there's a lot of campgrounds. Mossy Point. But yeah. So there are hotels within 15 minutes of the location. So depending, I wish there was free camping. I know, yeah. I wish I could say, "Oh, I'm going to find a spot for a whole bunch of people in the woods." Yeah, that would be cool. But I have trouble enough finding places for Uno in the woods. Yeah, but no, there is none free. But Knoebels.com, Knobles.com. If you look up their website, there are that, or if you ask uh, Google or search on your phone, um, campgrounds near or places to stay near Knoebels Amusement Park, Elysburg, Pennsylvania. Yeah, let's see. So no, unfortunately, not free to camp. Free to get into the thing. So, like I said, it's free to park, free to ride the shuttle to the park if you end up parking way, way away. Free to walk around, free to look at everything, free to go to the pavilion, free to walk back to the car, and free to get on a shuttle if you want to get on the shuttle to ride back to the car. So everything is free with the exception of whatever you are willing to spend. Um, yeah. But don't forget, grab a sticker when you come. Yeah. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. Don't forget to hit that. Thank you, Adventures with Ken. Hit that thumbs up button. How many people have we got on here? So we got 70 people watching right now. Hey, Sandman, how you doing? I'm from the Wilkes-Barre area. Really? Okay. So we're down here in Elysburg, Wilkes-Barre. Baby Pens, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. So you're only about an hour and 10 minutes away from Knoebels. Let's see. Hey, Scott Butler, how are you doing? Hi from Teresa and Scott. Hey, Teresa and Scott, good to see you in here tonight. Let's see. Old and Crackendated. Hey, old and Crackendated, not the squirrels, just feed Tony, right? Awesome. Hey, PA Groundhog, wishing you a great evening. Wish you a great evening as well. And there's the Maha. That's the Mid-Atlantic Hammock Hanger Association. So Dutch from Dutchwear Gear puts that on. So DutchwearGear.com. They do have a calendar of, if like say somebody is going to be holding or a group's going to hold a hammock event anywhere in the United States, they can post it on that a calendar of events, and then they just need to update when that is. But yeah, so that's going to be down close to below Shippensburg, down around that area. Not too far from the halfway point of the Appalachian Trail is going to be where we camp for the Maha. So the store that is on the Appalachian Trail, the little store there, that's where they do the half-gallon challenge, where they see how fast they can eat the ice cream. Fastest person that ever did it, when Lisa and I were there filming that day, we saw the placard. It was like 54 seconds or something. It was quick. I don't know. Yes, please continue to pray for Logan. Pneumonia in lungs, been sick for a whole week now. Oh, and continue to pray for my buddy George, the Vietnam vet. He also has pneumonia still. He's going for a PET scan tomorrow for a scan of him and to see how things are going. But he's still hooked up to an IV, gets an IV for that as well. This Chan was spelled Shigemery. His real name is Shigemery. Yes. So been at Jean says been at the hospital today. Mom-in-law has been in the hospital for a week. Now procedure tomorrow. Yes, pray for healing, please. Yes, she is going for a. She's in the hospital, but she is going for a. I don't want to say what she's going for, but they're going to do. There's a procedure they're going to do to find out what's going on with her. But continue to please pray for Jean's mom-in-law and for their family. Oh, yeah. So, unfortunately, Ozark. Yeah, I know you heard me already with that, so I'm not going to answer that one again. Good night from Georgia. Yes, good night from Georgia. Good night, Gene. Great seeing you last earlier this week on Sunday, last Sunday. We saw one another. That was awesome, and definitely be praying, Gene. I bought a Haven tent. Oh, really, Rebecca? That is awesome. I bought the Haven tent. Shug's YouTube channel is spelled Shug Emery. His real name is Sean Emery. Yes. Thank you for putting that on there. Thanks for answering that, Homeless Santa. QQQ, speaking of crossover. Yes, speaking of crossover, any word from Zolna and Cliff? Meetup. I like the meetup. About the meetup. So I did talk to Walter. He is definitely coming. I messaged Cliff, the Wandering Woodsman, and I did message back and forth, and I believe he did say I am coming as well. I think there's a few people. Evening, Tony, your favorite weather camp in summer heat bugs. So I'm not to you yet. Oh wait, almost. I'm closer than I thought. I'll try to make it, says Melody. Awesome. That would be great. So Too Much Gear Guy, are you coming? Bugs don't work for me, right? So hopefully you're coming, brother. So Too Much Gear Guy and I met last year at Walter Zana's meetup. So Too Much Gear Guy, I don't know if you could reach out to guys like Hiker Dude Dad. So I know there's a lot of guys that watch my channel, but I don't know if they've actually gotten the message about this. So it's talking about the meetup, but maybe they don't know about it yet. But there's everybody that was at Walters. Hopefully, you guys will come. I know Quiet John, Day Hike Dave. There is a lot of people coming. I said I know. Um, Nicholas Green Outdoors is going to try to make it over. I believe he is still coming because he does want to go to Gettysburg and do a video. So he's talking about maybe trying to include that in his travels. Yeah, I know, right? Kitchen Witch. Oh, and that's something that I do want to mention. So if you are a stealth camper, because we want to do this every year from here on out, um, I'm going to just ask that you not stealth camp at Knoebels, because I don't want to have that have a bad experience with it. And I know I'd love to. I've been looking at Knoebels for a long time about stealth camping. There are billboards and stuff, like I did the billboard thing for Knoebels. But yeah, if you could please not stealth camp in Knoebels, because they will see it. Yeah. And I just don't want to be known as the group that trespassed in Knoebels. That Tony told everybody here. So I guess it is free if you do that. But I think if you sleep in the creek, maybe that's because that would be public, right? Creek runs through it. There's Herbert T. Outdoors. Evening, folks. Good evening. Yeah, Connolly, I watched that video last night, your live stream, talking about Sam and things like that. And I appreciated you doing that. Knoebels has their own campground. Yes. Also, Lake Glory. That's the other name of it. Lake Gloria, then close and near to New Media, is Springbrook Campground, and also Ideal Park. I know Mossy Point is one. Not sure how any of these are hammock friendly, but definitely tents. Yes. And if you have a hammock stand, always bring a hammock stand along just in case. Yeah. That way you can camp anywhere. Absolutely, Chris. Knoebels is a magical place. Once you visit, you will want to come back many, many times more. Little heads up, the Oasis in Knoebels has the best food for the best price. There is there is no bad place though. Yeah, and their French fries and all kinds of stuff. Their burgers, their dogs. So I am going to be having a very large flat top grill that I'm ordering for that location. So if you have something that you want to cook on that, it's going to be there for anyone to cook on. That, let's say you wanted to bring a few things and not buy anything in the park. But I say goodbye to something in the park. But if you want to do the kettle or the kettle, use the grill top. More than happy, because I might. I'm gonna have to eat too, right? All right. So yeah, I might do that as well. But I will be having that there. I believe it's a big gas grill. Yep, I'll be there. Good deal. Good deal. So I'll reach out to everyone going to another meetup soon, and I'll share the information. Perfect. Too Much Gear Guy. And like I said, tell all of your followers that you're going to be there and what time you're going to be there, because there's a lot of people that will want to meet you as well. And it's going to be Pavilion C at the meetup. Oh, am I 813? 814. What? Did I get all the way down to the comments already? What? Am I doing good or what? Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I was just kidding, but that needed to be said anyway. Let's see. What's that? My wife and I just finished that ribeye with morel mushrooms. Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, I bet you that was delicious. Yeah. Yep. Me too. Me too, Tanya. All right. So, what am I going to talk about for the? That happened fast. No, but that was a great camp down there at North Carolina Hammock Hangers, and hopefully, if you want, you can get down there. Hey, Maria, how are you doing? Good evening, Tony, and the 2.0 family. Just stopped by to say hi and happy Palm Sunday. Absolutely, and God bless everyone. Uh, so, yes, thank you for stopping in, Maria. Good to see you. Yeah. So I am gonna say that I pretended like I froze on the screen. So anyhow, I'm gonna be hopefully. Hey, Mike, how are you doing, Mike? Mc- Mike Con. That's Mike Connolly, right? Did I say it right? All right. So I am thinking that I am going to be making a video at Knoebels explaining it a little bit more. I want to do it maybe the first week of May. That way, it gives people a little bit of time before the event. But it's going to be on the 24th Pavilion C. It's on the screen right there. I know I was never able to do that. It's on the screen right there. So that's where the meetup's going to be. Like I said, check into. And if you're close by and you don't want to stay, you can come up, spend the day at Knoebels, and then leave and go home. Yeah, if you're close by, that would work out good. But if you're traveling, please make sure you reach out to find a place to sleep, because I don't know of a place. Would be cool if I could rent like well, no, school's still in. Rent like an auditorium. You know how they do when there's like church groups will get together and they'll go and they'll do missions trips and things like that. It'd be really cool to have a place where we can all go and hang out, like a big school auditorium or something, that people can all sleep in there and things like that. Did I? Let's see. Tony, any chance? Yes. Okay. So any chance you'll get to meet Miss 2.0? Yes. So my daughter is expecting a baby, and they're going to have a baby shower that same day. So Lisa's going to be going to that, but she will be there. So she's going to go to the baby shower and then come over to the event. So unfortunately, I didn't know that Rachel scheduled her baby shower the same time. So that's going to be one of our children is having that. And Jonathan, my son, also announced that he's having a baby as well. So that'll make 10 grandkids for Lisa and I, all under 10 years old. 10 under 10. Yeah. Yep. But you will definitely meet Lisa. I'm not sure what time she's going to be there, but she will be there. She's going to be there for quite a while. So you guys will get to meet her as well. Yeah. Let's see. So what was I going to say? I was going to say something. So what's the video coming up this week? Guess what? It's going to be me in Alabama camping with Champion. So in that video, I'm going to give you guys a little update. So when I got there, I got there a day early because I got there Sunday night. And I stayed, and does your squirrel have a name yet? No, squirrel doesn't have a name yet, Melody. Yeah, I just call it Squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah, so Squirrely ain't got no name. He's a squirrelless name, or a nameless squirrel. Yeah. So found them 3 days. So basically, where was it? So I got there a day early. So, but not in the town that he lives in. I got off of So when I got there after I got off live last Sunday, I went, you know what? I didn't eat all day, so it was like what 10 o'clock. But then I lost an hour, and because it was an hour, I went into Central Time, and then it was like 11 o'clock. I thought, oh, there's a Waffle House right next to here. So I got a cheese steak without any onions, just cheesesteak omelet, and ate that. Kind of wound down a little bit because I get all wound up during our lives and stuff, and I knew I wanted to still find a place to sleep. So I went back over to the Cracker Barrel. I believe I did some things and then went to sleep around, I forget what time. Might have been midnight, 1 o'clock. Because I talked to Miss 2.0 for a little while. And then I got up early the next morning and started driving. I went to a Planet Fitness, got a shower, got changed, got a shower, shaved, trimmed my beard. And then from there, I noticed a few things while I was driving, and then I ended up driving a little bit more and noticed some more things. So I ended up filming a little bit later that night at 2 locations, and I went to sleep at a location. And the neat thing is those are locations that Camping with Champion camped at, did his stealth camps at. So my video for the first 13 minutes and 30 seconds are 4 locations that I found. I didn't go to all of them, but I found a couple more than that one, and I found the last one, and I explained that that's pretty much while I was there, because it was the one where it doesn't usually snow in Alabama, but he did a hammock from his truck to a tree, and I found that location, believe it or not. At least I thought I found it, and turns out I did find it, because I showed him what I videoed once we got together. I showed him what I had videoed up until that point and how I was gonna what I did leading up to us meeting. And I said, all right, well, next time you see me, you're going to see Camping with Champion and I. And then I go, whoop, and then I'm with him where we camped. So that was really cool. But I do sleep at one of the locations that he did, where he did a rooftop of a Target. And there was a pet shop there, PetSmart. So you'll see me standing or filming the ladder that he had gone up. And what's cool is that I was able to go on and get different clips, like when he got the Alabama dumpster water, when he was, that was the one was Dollar General and dumpster dive. So he got a whole case of water, and you'll see in the video, I've got 2 bottles of water that I get out of the dumpster, but I show a little clip of him putting it in the back of his truck and saying Alabama dumpster water. And my idea was I wanted to do, because he's done a few, he's trying to drink water under 8 seconds, see how fast he can. And I in my mind, just all these thoughts are coming to me before we even start, even before we meet to start filming. I did a lot of stuff, kind of idea for that video, that when I was going to be there with him. And we do a well, if you guys watched his video, because this came out last night, Friday night, his video, you'll see where we do the Alabama dumpster water. But he's filming with an Osmo Pocket 3, and so was I. And something, he must have hit a button or something happened to where some of that stuff is in slow motion, so he was unable to use it in its actual motion. And it turned out he did a little voiceover, but you're going to see it full on. So I did capture it. Oh, squirrel in that video. So I set up the Osmo Pocket 3 on a time lapse, and I put how many hours I wanted it to run. So I did a very long one, but it tells you that it's going to be short, how many seconds. So the moon is up here, and then it goes down through the trees and then on the lake, and you see the reflection on the lake. I got a moonset instead of a sunset, a moonset. The reflection was so bright that it even looked orange a little bit on the water the more as it disappeared. Really, really cool. Um, it's the first time I ever got that, it was open enough that I could see the moon and the horizon across the lake. Really amazing. And then you see the sun come up from the opposite direction, because I was filming the moon, but the sun came up behind me, up. So I didn't get that, but you can see the fog that was on the water blowing, and there was literally ice on my car when I went up to go make some coffee in the morning. There was ice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, where am I at? Where am I at? Oh, my comments all jumped. Oh, don't you get any chance to get to see Lisa? There we go. Kitchen Witch. Hey, there you go. Hey, Medieval Guild. Hi, Tony. This is your old friend Dan. Yes, brother. I'm sorry I haven't been on much, but my wife Sherry almost died from a heart failure on our wedding anniversary. Good, you said almost. Thankfully, hopefully, and Lord willing, she is doing better. And that would have been something. Yes. I hope you've been well. Well, I hope your wife is doing good now, and that you guys are just blessed. Absolutely. Good seeing you in here again, Dan. Yeah, I was wondering. So when I don't see people for a while, I, sometimes I'll worry and think the worst, because I know there have been, in fact, if you guys have been on here for a while, I know sometimes we have people come on and it's a relative or wife or a spouse saying, because you remember the one where my husband watched you all the time, but he passed away, and I wanted to come on here and let you guys know because he loved coming on Sunday nights. So yes, definitely prayers for her and you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Steve Cousins. So I might make that a mission this year. Got it. Got a few leads. Hey, Darlene, how you doing? Sorry I'm late. Was napping, not feeling the greatest. Well, hope you feel better, sis. Yes, Darlene. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. So when I went on my little rampage of talking, I missed a lot of comments. Let's see. Thank you, Steve Cousins. Yeah, so Daniel, Hammock Mountain is coming. I'm driving, but I'm listening while I drive. Good to have you in here, brother. And there's Happy Outdoor Brenda. Hey, Brenda, watch the last video while I was working. It's a good thing I get paid by the hour, right? So my videos, they are, a lot of times 50 minutes long, but I like that. Sometimes they're shorter. On a several day event like that, it's sometimes I want to catch more. So did you guys like that video? I thought it turned out very well, for everything that went on there. I thought it went really good and a nice mix. And how many of y'all did not know, or should I ask, how many of y'all didn't know about Mr. Beast before? And then that was where he had filmed that plane crash. So I am doing an A/B test on that. It's the first time I'm ever doing that. A/B test on a thumbnail. And I don't know which one people are seeing, but I have the one that says plane crash, Mr. Beast plane crash. And then the other one has I think it's in the one in the thumbnail. For this video, is that so? Whichever one gets the most clicks or whatever, or most percentage of attention, YouTube, I guess, picks that one. I don't know which one they pick or how many hours that goes on. I have no clue. I just tried it. Yeah, that's one of the things. So when I was camping with Champion, we got a chance to really talk about a lot of stuff, and about the channels, about different things with the channels. So it's a really great time when you get a chance to just kind of share things with other creators and understand some things that maybe you didn't know how to do and maybe they do. And, you just kind of build off of one another and learn stuff. I know that's something, Ken, right? So I've done that already as well, because I wanted to get the fire, let's say, in slow mo, and I forgot to reset it the next time. So I have done that myself. Um, I got into the habit of every time I film something, swipe left, look at it real quick just to make sure that it wasn't in slow mo or that my microphone was on, and I just look. I don't watch the whole clip, but I just watch a little bit. Okay, I did get it because I've already gotten myself, and I know if you're a creator out there and filming things like this, that you do this as well, or this has happened to you. You think you are filming something, and then when you go back later on and look at it, it was you picking the camera up to move it somewhere else to another scene, and it was what you were doing is start talking thinking you're filming and then reach up and hit the record button, but that stops the filming and then you go set it somewhere else. Well, that's not what you did. You reached up thinking you were stopping it and you hit record. This has happened to me so many times, and then I move the camera and I put it somewhere and it's me adjusting the camera and I'm getting all behind the scenes stuff. And then when I look at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't even hit record, because you're thinking or not thinking, and you're just trying to get stuff on film. Like if you're trying to hurry or get something set up, and yeah, you get and you look at it and you go, I was just moving. I didn't look at it, and I've already gotten down to editing, and it's already dark, and it's way later in the day, and I realized that I didn't film a whole bunch of stuff because I was hitting record thinking I was hitting record, but I was hitting stop. So I got everything besides what I wanted to record, if that makes sense. But so I got in the habit of looking at everything that I film. So you're welcome, brother. Let's see. Let's see. Hammock Mountain says squirrel run in front of me. I don't normally ask people for our prayer, but wife Nicole is having sleep apnea surgery. I think I said that right. Sleep apnea surgery, and sounds like day 3 to 8 is very painful. Prayers for speedy recovery to minimize her pain. Absolutely, David. We will be praying, and those that want to pray also, please pray for that surgery for Nicole. Absolutely, and we just ask that that the surgeon's hands are guided, absolutely, and that the great physician does a good work there. Amen. It was books, chickens. Yeah, I do. Tony's Tony's been like that. Chicken soup for the soul. Well, thank you very much, Steve. Yeah. Oh, I can't tell sometimes if you guys are talking back and forth. So if I miss something, please. Yes, I enjoyed your last video. Thank you so much. Quite interesting. I gotta scroll up and see what. I can't. I can't, because I'm losing my thoughts. Uh Confused. Those squirrels get a bit confused sometimes, right? Hammock Mountain. Okay, yes, definitely prayers. Okay, hey, Justina, how are you doing? Will you bring? Will you do a carnivore update video with Dave Mack? I would like to. I should try to reach out to Dave Mack. So a lot of people have seen that. In fact, Homeless Santa, I believe, is the one that reached out to Dave Mack and told me about him, and then him and I did a video together when I was just, oh goodness, 8 months, no, 8 weeks into my carnivore. So yeah, definitely. I think we did talk about doing a video at some point, but yeah, that would be cool. I knew what you meant. Let's see. Let, but welcome in here, Justina. Glad to see you. But yeah, I love watching Dave Mack. Other than the Walmart video, have you ever been busted stealth camping? T. Lee is asking. So, almost, but no, not busted. Busted. I was just So there was a different Walmart that I was at early on in my channel where I hung my hammock between two storage things at Walmart right on the side. And they got so many security cameras. I pretty much knew, but I had my car backed in right between them, so it stuck out like a sore thumb. And I hung my hammock between the trailers, and I cooked a little meal. I think it was some Mountain House meal or whatever, and I ate that. And a car drove by real slow, and they looked over at me, and I went, "Yeah, I think they worked there or something." And next thing you know, they came out and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, just," I said, "You can't be there, but if you want to go out front, you can." And so I tore down, and I went and I made a dessert up in another parking lot. Yeah, but that was the only two real times. I had the state police come and check on me. What asked if I was broke down. That is the one video, like an almost busted. And as far as the Walmart one, I mean, we finished that camp at Walmart. We just did a car camp out front. Yeah. Yeah, hammock man, right? And that's what Sugar Emery had called him, hammock man. Yeah, but a hammock mountain. Play Tony, are you going to do another cemetery stealth camp? So happy outdoors, Brenda. Actually, there was an old cemetery. So we were planning on. So the reason I was driving around for a day is he had sent me a location that he was thinking that we could actually do a camp at. There was an old cemetery and a lake, but there was so much rain that the lake actually came up, and there was I went to the location earlier that day because him and I weren't going to be meeting up until later on that afternoon. But I went to the location and the day before, and there was a lady there with a tent and a fairly older lady. I don't know that she's homeless or anything, but she was camped right there, and that is like a public spot where you can camp for 4 days. I spoke to her, really nice lady, but she was actually going to be there for 14 days, just kind of a get into nature and a spiritual thing. She had a nice little dog there with her, but yeah, it was. And I messaged Todd and I said, "Is there another place we can go?" Because I did find another spot and near a lake, and told him, I said, we could probably do here, but really I didn't have a good feeling about the whole area. So he said, let's go to this other place I don't know of. So we ended up going there. Yes. Pray for Todd. He's out filming, at least I believe he is, out filming a video tonight. And that's going to be a good one. No, So as far as yeah, so there are some that I've been thinking I don't want to do it right on a cemetery because I did that once. But there are cemeteries where I've looked at spots that are close to. Well, what was neat about that cemetery is that there was a lot of older. There's cemeteries in Centralia, but no trees. So yeah, there's. I possibly will again. Um, Everything back yet? It's on my list of things. Absolutely. Hopefully, you get a chance to almost Anna. No way. Okay. Have a good night, Ken. Good meeting you down there in North Carolina. Just got home and gonna tend to the wife. She fractured her foot this weekend. Being the clutch she is, I still love her to pieces. Well, we're gonna pray for a quick healing for that as well, for that fracture. That hopefully all goes good, and you go tend to her. Uh, Wait on her hand and foot, even if it's fractured, right? uh, well, yeah, sounds great, Ken. Yeah, it's yeah, feet are. I've never had a foot fracture at all. I just camp. I plan to camp permanently in a cemetery one day, so I think I'll avoid them for now. Right, old and cracking dated. So old and cracking dated. I want to say something real quick. So, what real? There are like on YouTube in the comments section when I go in, I can click what is it called? Held for there's comments that get held. I don't know why you show up in my held comments, but they don't show up in my comments, and then I can put an unhold on them. I don't know if it's because crack is in your name, maybe. I don't know. But there I have it set to be strict with comments because I don't want people to comment and me not see the comment and it have vulgarity or anything. Not that you're doing vulgarity, but I get multiple people in my thing. So I do want to say that when I click on it to accept all of the questions, it used to populate them right back into my comment section so I can answer them. But about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, I noticed that any of the comments that are held, and when I click to approve, they disappear. And I can't find them back into my thing unless I go into every video um, through a different way. So it's not that I don't want to comment because I try to comment to every single person because I love you guys. But don't think I don't love you guys if I don't comment. It's just something happened. But I noticed that, and I've been wanting to say something about it. Yeah, hello, darling. Darling is good. So, got another question here from Outdoor Happy Brandy. Tony, are you going to be doing another cemetery? Oh, there we go. I did answer that. I must be seeing. I must have scrolled up. Another basketball park stealther. Oh, another baseball park stealther. I don't know. Yeah. So certain times of the year. So that baseball camp one was done right before I left for Florida 2 years ago. I always did. I think I did them in November. Didn't one in November, and I think one early December. So obviously it's not baseball season. So I've been looking for another one to do, but depending on when what time of the season is, like I don't want to do a baseball place where they're gonna be possibly show up and say, hey, baseball, and I'm there with a hammock, right? Let's see. But possibility, David. Always a possibility. Hey, Travis Walker Experience. Glad to see the collab with Champion. Just waiting for yours now. I haven't been out in a few weeks Life has been a rough one lately. As always, though, head up and hike on. Absolutely, Travis Walker. Are you coming to the Knoebels meetup? Hopefully you can, and hope everything works out for you as well. And that video with Champion will be next week, and so hopefully he's not having a problem camping right now, because yeah, yeah, hopefully he can pull that one off. Because him and I talked about it and stuff. It was yeah, it's going to be a good one. I even thought about staying around there to help him with it, just not be on any of his camera, just to make sure he was safe. Let's see. I had to reword all that. I screwed up. Outdoor Happy Brenda says, I had to reword all that. I screwed up that bad typing it out, but that's what happens when you are sitting on side of a dirt road trying to play security guard all day. Oh, well, happy Branda, that you didn't have to do that, but maybe I wouldn't understand it, right? Let's see. Hey, Mr. Ease three 3533. Hey Tony, do you think you will get a chance to meet and camp with Steve? Well, someday maybe, but that really is not my I can't make that happen. It would have to be his timing, his choice, and his opportunity to want to do something like that. And he mm, possibly will meet. Message him. Say, get down to Tony's meetup at Knoebels. Yeah, I, you know, I think one day, the Lord willing, him and I will meet. I don't know if we'll do a camp, but Lord willing, him and I are going to meet. From the day that I really, yeah, yeah. So anyhow, I feel the Lord one day, him and I will meet. Let's just say that. Um, and I don't even want to make a film with them if it would just be to meet. And yeah, it would be cool. Yeah, I've been praying for him for a lot of years, so absolutely. Hey Tony, says Paul. Well, not hey. Hello. Hello, Tony. Here in Columbus, Ohio. Haven't been able to watch in the last couple streams because I'm now living in my truck and trying to get stuff together to at least be warm at night and be. Hey, Paul, well, we'll definitely be praying for you. So you're over in Columbus. Okay. Definitely be praying for you. And hopefully, one thing, hopefully, it warms up quicker to make it much, much easier. Yes, Schubert, 1776. Happy Palm Sunday, my friend. Hammock Mountain says, Tony, great job winning the dumpster water challenge. Did you have an aftertaste? Yeah, actually, you know like the back of your nose airway that flaps in there. That actually was burning a little bit later. So yeah, and that was the water from the dumpster. Yeah, yeah. So I was telling Miss 2.0 that, and she goes, well, they obviously threw it away for a reason, but it was a whole case. And I said, I don't think I don't know. So anyhow, it was that water. And in there, I actually, I told him, was it about earlier, a couple days earlier, I said, you know what, I want to do a chug with you for that, thing. But he's like, oh, you must have been training. I actually didn't, because I drink this style of a bottle, and that was a smaller one. But he says he's going to train because we're going to have thing coming up. When he comes up for the meetup, we're gonna do another one. And believe it or not, I think I am gonna do a little bit of training for that. I'm gonna have to get some of those little bottles. Now I'm gonna train, so I'm gonna cut my time down. I think we looked on the we played it back, and then he had a little stopwatch on his phone, so he did a stopwatch of when we started and when I ended. I think he said it was 7.47 seconds is when I ended. So I made it under 8 seconds right out the gate. Yeah. And he was choking on the water a little bit afterwards. But he's getting better. He's getting better. Young buck. All right. Let's see. Travis Walker says I will be there. Looking forward to it. I think it will be the best video I've done yet. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone. Absolutely, Travis. And like I said, when you announce it on your channel, because there's people that follow you that because you're MPA. So maybe they see it and they'll want to come. So what I tell people to do is if you're coming and you know you're going to be there, I've got the pavilion for the whole day. I'll be there at the pavilion all day long. But if you want to film and walk around the park, if you let your subscribers know, hey, between 2 and 4 or between 7 and 8 or 9 and 10, I'll be at Pavilion C. That's when I guarantee I'd be there. If not, I'm going to be walking around. That way people aren't sitting there waiting. Oh, I hope he shows up, and wait all day. And then you finally come. So I'm telling everybody that's coming to see me, and you are coming, let your subscribers and fans know, or viewers know, that you're going to be at that Pavilion C at such and such a time. That way they can meet you as well. I said that pretty quick. That would be a good collab. Outdoor McGee would be a good collab. He's a hoot to watch. Outdoors McGee. I have to look to see if I've seen him before. Right, for that water. I probably should have. Yeah, that was actually that dumpster water that he actually had. He still had it, whole case of it. And yeah. Good evening, Tony. Just wanted to stop and say hi, says B. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Hey, I am counting down to the days of Tony Fest. Yeah. So it's going to be the creator meetup. Watch brain swelling. Honey, you don't get brain swelling from drinking just this. But yes, you can get brain swelling if you drink too much water. And I don't know how much water it is, but it's not this. But yes, thank you, honey. Love you. But she is working tonight. So she is, everybody saying hi. Oh, hon, I don't know what you're going to eat for dinner. Maybe I got to make you an omelet because I didn't eat yet today or think of anything. But I do have a ribeye down there. I could cook that. That's what we had last night. I'm sorry. Paul says, I want to say thank you for the prayers and say I know a lot of people have it a lot worse than I do. God bless all. And again, thank you. Yeah, that looks like that would be a cash app. Anything will help me my truck set up to live. Definitely, Paul. In would be the next part of that. Terry May, how are you doing? Hi, Tony and everyone. How are you doing tonight? So Terry May is one of the, you see a little star there, one of the 2.0 crew. Yeah. First, last. Oh, hey, first, last. How are you doing? Hello, Tony. Victor is here. I got my taxes done today. Phew. Right. I did mine a couple weeks ago and got them taken care of because I didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah, if you do, right. No, yeah, no challenge, only the little bottles. Don't, because there was a lady that there was a radio station that had like, hey, whoever drinks, water for a challenge. 'Cause that was a challenge, actually a challenge that a radio station put on. And someone came and they drank a bunch of water, got brain swelling, and then passed away. So yeah, be very careful with drinking so much water because that is a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's in what? 2 days is April 15th. Are you going to have a live on Easter Sunday? So outdoor happy Brenda, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. Easter Sunday. Not sure if I will. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do I still do my Sunday night live? Do it, says Terry May. All right. Well, yeah, I think because we're having dinner at our daughter's. Oh, you know what? Invite the bunnies, Sherbert says. Right. I'm not sure what time dinner is up at our daughter's. We get together up at Gabby's house. But is that Saturday or Easter Sunday? Hmm. I'm not sure. Oh, your accountant's still working on your taxes. Better than the Easter Bunny, right? Let's see, Lisa, you and your wife of 40. Lisa, you and my wife of 46 years can roll your eyes together over your spouse's crazy missteps, right? Let's see, a lot of comments disappear on my channel, just like the picture YouTube puts up is not the one I pick. They pick the odd picture. It's really amazing. You know, and there's so much to learn. And YouTube. So, as you guys know, I had my intro and my exit song. So, Thursday night, my second video, I got an email for um, the ones that were challenged. I had two videos that were being challenged the Thursday prior and then this Thursday, which was last Thursday, was challenged for a copyright dispute. I disputed it, but it takes 30 days because they allow whoever disputed it, and there was two places that disputed it, 30 days in escrow until the place. This happened multiple times now with this new place that's disputing it. They don't respond. So it ties you up with all your advertising revenue for 30 days till it doesn't get disputed. Then it gets released. Then it goes another 30 days or more until it processes. So really, they hold you up for almost 3 months. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I just decided not to use any music, continue to not use any music for now. But I know Herb had talked about it. So actually, my cousin Vinny, he does the drums and stuff. And there's other musicians that they get together with and just do a little jam sessions, open mics. They were talking about it too today. They were like, hey, we should come up with music for you. I said, I'm still undecided if I'm going to even use music, but I would love to do an exit music. And here's what my exit music is. So when I point, I go, ah, you know, cue the music. I love doing that in my videos, and it's at the end. And that music reminds me of the Jason Bourne series, which is it goes and he's going to his next adventure, but he just got done with one, and he's going on to the next, because he got done. I love that, the way it makes me feel, things like that. I've always loved that feeling at the end of his movies, the Jason Bourne series. And so I went back and I watched it because I know I'm like, that's what my ending song reminds me of. It was 1001 Nights, is what it is. But when I thought, oh, I'm going to have to find a new music, I thought, well, let me go listen to the Jason Bourne ending music for that series and see what the sounds nothing like that. It sounds nothing like my exit music, but it makes me feel the same way. So my ending music that I was using, that's the feeling I'm looking for. So believe it or not, I mean, YouTube music, I've listened to all that. I stop just all these free things or Shutterstock music. I've listened to thousands, thousands of songs, and none of them make me feel like that. So, except for that one, and that's why I settled on that one because it just made me feel cool, like I got away with something. I'm moving, but it also kind of, it's like, oh, the video is ending. Tony's video is ending. Oh, but wait, we're moving on to something else. Stick around for the next adventure, right? So anyhow, that's in my mind. I'm crazy, right? Yeah. Let's see. First of all, we'd like a stream, but family comes first, Tony. Absolutely. Well, I got to see what family's doing because you guys are my family too, right? But if I'm not up at Gabby's or do anything, I probably will do that. Too bad you don't. You only drink water. I have challenged. Yeah, I was on that. So camping with Champion Todd did his very first live last night because he hit 5,000 subscribers. And I was on there and I saw that you challenged him to the Knoebels because you guys are both coming up to do the Yahoo challenge. Yeah. Hey, Crazy Caddy, how are you doing? Let's see. Cootie, that's Jim Ross down at Atlanta. Yeah, and that's so Crazy Caddy. He is a channel that actually, when I look at my analytics, he's one of the people that a lot of my viewers also watch him. He had a heart attack several months back. Let's see. Paul says in Brooksville, minutes from my original homestead. Oh, awesome. Hey, I saw Hart's Meat Market. Must have been at a hamburger cooking contest. Chef Alfie and him were there. They put out a little video on Facebook that they were, probably going to have a trophy later today. I'm going to have to check to see if they got the trophy and won. Hopefully they did. Chefy's a great chef. He's the one that comes up with a lot of their sausages, recipes, and things like that. And that's Hart's Meat Market down in Brooksville. Right? Hey, Jake, the Oregon boy, how you doing? God bless you, my friend. Late getting on here, not a problem. How long have we been going? 2 hours and 2 minutes already and 41 seconds. Still 68 people watching. Hey, 68 of y'all. Oh, I thought earlier I'd say hi, Mary and Johnny D. Torres. How you guys doing? I always draw y'all out of the woodwork because you guys are watching on your TV. Now I'm going to make you pull out your phone and go, oh, hey, Tony. All right. That's so 68% of my viewers, based on analytics, watch on their TV. So they can't comment a lot of times. So yeah, but that is perfect. But I want to say hi to you guys because I know you guys are always watching on your TV. Witch Magic, a podcast. It's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Absolutely to you. Yes, that is so cool. How much cake did you eat? Right. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you had a great day. Chugging contest. You, I love it. Yeah. Which happy birthday. Glad you got it done first. Victor, I had my sister's help. Let's see. I've been tossing and turning, thinking about it. What did I miss? Yeah, glad you got yours done. Oh, taxes. I forgot all about it. So, yeah, mine were done a little while ago because, like I said, I didn't know if I was going to be away, but then I had the eye issue. Um, but I was planning on going to um, Arizona, and then make my way back here. We'll go down to Alabama, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and I was going to try to camp with Junkyard Fox out in Texas. Yeah, Tony doing good. Good, Mary. Hi, Mary. Yeah. You can get back over here. Tried doing Texas early in July, got messed up. Okay. Oh, we have two witches. Which witch? Which witch is which? No, we got Kitchen Witch and Tanya, and then we also got Witch Magic. Hey, Culver family, how are you doing? Oh, hey, man. Hope you're doing good. So I am doing good. Yeah, you retyped it again. Let me put that one up. That way people know you know how to spell. Is so Culver family, he did a little short. I don't have it. I did save it. I downloaded it, saved it to my phone, took a screenshot and saved it. But he does sketching, and he was on his break at work on his break, and he sketched a little sketch of me in his van down by the river. No, he wasn't by a river, but he was in his van during his lunch break, and he sketched a really cool sketch of me. So yeah, go check out Tony Culver Carver family and see that little short that pops up. Yeah, great picture. Oh, let's see. Hey, there you are, Camping with Champion. I just got into my spot for the night. Good. I've been praying for you, buddy, all day. Hopefully, it's going good. I told everybody on here. I said, yeah, just pray for Todd. But I said he may jump on once he's all settled into a spot. But yeah, that's oh, you're an hour behind us. Okay, so it's 9:07 here. Yep, you have a great camp. Be very, very safe. And if it's the place that I'm thinking of, we will definitely be praying for you. We pray for you anyhow, Todd. And I'll let you go get back to filming because I know you're going to be filming. But Todd is coming to Pennsylvania to Knoebels. He's one of the ones that's coming in. And as far as I know, where was that at? I just missed that. Dave Hurley's asking, is Northwest Wind really coming to Knoebels? He's been talking about it. He's told me he's been coming. He's mentioned to Todd he's coming. So he's coming as far as I know. He does come to Pennsylvania quite a bit for fishing. But yes, I believe he will be coming. Unless something changes, but I'm pretty sure he's coming. 2 hours, I'm late. Right. First, last, what parts of Oregon are you in? Be careful, champion. Yes, be careful. I am retired, so. Okay, that's that. Hearts Butcher, all my hogs and beeves. Yeah, yeah. Hearts in Brooksville. There's Mary. Yeah, stay very, very safe. Through the night and through the morning, we pray for Todd Champion for protection. Absolutely. Oh, let's see. Steve Cousins says I'm headed to villages in Florida. where there are 9,000 golf carts, right? Uh, the Villages in Florida for a personal finance group meetup. A really quality bunch of people, not all that different from this group. Ah, God bless you, Steve. That's awesome. I will try to hit the meat market. Yeah, it's not too far away, that meat market. But yeah, the Villages, Lisa was telling me about the Villages both times that I was down there. She said, you should swing by the Villages and go there and check it out. Yeah, I was pretty close. And then I just comb my beard. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, he's saying hi to Mary and Johnny. Yeah, wonderful weekend. Hi, Lou. First, Grant Pass. Weather's starting to get nicer. Absolutely. Yeah, we're still getting some pretty cold, chilly nights. I mean, cold, not freezing. Down to 37 and stuff, and we still. I don't know what it is about this year. This year, the wind, sustainable and continuous and gusts, like constant, constant wind. So pray for people on the Appalachian Trail because, with wind and they're in the woods with a tent, and there was somebody that just a tent fell on them. Not a tent, a tree. A tree fell on them. Who told me that? Gene, was that you? And a helicopter had to go in and rescue them. So definitely be careful around the trees and wind. Let's see. Grants Pass, cool. Spent the day there 2 3 years. Thanks for the birthday wishes. You're welcome. Cake was delicious. What kind of cake? So when I used to eat cake, Lisa used to make me black cake with peanut butter icing. And how she did peanut butter icing, she got, you know, vanilla icing and then added natural peanut butter to it and then whipped it and then spread it. But it was a dark, very dark cake. Yeah. Cake was delicious. Absolutely. So I'm having a meat cake this year. Yes, I am with Chomp's candles. Just kidding. Let's see. Where is Grants Pass? Hi, Daniel, Southern Oregon. Okay, howdy, howdy, howdy. Hey, howdy, Greg. Good to see you here. Tony and 2 Point Crew, busy day. Well, hopefully, now that the day is almost done, everything got done, and you are going to have a nice time of rest before it gets busy again tomorrow, right? So there's Camping with Champion. So our video uh, that he filmed came out last night. So go to his channel and you can watch what that video is. And then this Thursday is going to be my video of our camp. And like I said, 13 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, which are going to be 4 different locations that I filmed before him and I even got together that I found of his locations. And it's going to turn out pretty cool. I was really excited about this video. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, did I go miss things? I gotta get back to my fire. Absolutely. Y'all have a good night. You have a good night as well. Plus how many Columbus, Ohio is how far away is Columbus, Ohio? Is Knoebels? Well, I know from like once you enter into Philadelphia or the PA line, say you're coming out because the best way to come out is going to be 80. I would say it's 4.5 hours from the Pennsylvania line from Ohio. So however it takes you on 80 to get to 80, not get to 80, PA on 80, whatever time that is to get to 80 from Ohio, add that to PA's time of going from Ohio to Knoebels. But it is Knoebels, Elysburg, Pennsylvania. If you want to know how to spell Elysburg, it's do I have the address? So Elysburg, Elysburg. However, my mailing address, P.O. Box, is in Elysburg, Pennsylvania. In the description of every video, go on the maps, type it in, and it will bring you right to the location. And we're going to be at Pavilion C. Yes. Oh, that is so cool in Oregon. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of the flowers coming on, wild cherry, things like that. We need some audio. Wow. Hmm. Let me pull my mic. How is that? Can you hear me now? It's back. I wonder what happened. That happened at the beginning of it the other day. Huh. Yay! This is Terry May. Let's see. Crazy weather. I'm not sure what happened there. Did I hit it? Oh, look at it. It's blinking. Well, why is it blinking? Oh, because I turned that off. Excuse me. I'm getting the magnet to put the magnet on here. Yeah. Why did that do that? I'm glad you guys caught that and told me. Audio. Dave Burley saying audio, Mr. Tony. We need sound, no audio. Yeah, that's crazy. Why did that do that? Oh, I don't like that. Ta-da. Okay. Is it back? Tony, stop fumbling around and get back to doing what you're doing. That throws me all off. I'm thrown off. Okay. let that go and do that. All right. So, hey, it's Sunday Night Live. We're going to do this all over again from the beginning. Ready? No, just kidding. A good thing we had sound for most of it, right? Uh, did it kept going and I missed stuff. That's from Columbus, Ohio to Elysburg, 6 hours and 15 minutes, according to my maps. Sounds perfect, Chris. Thanks for doing that. And thank you, Darlene, for letting me know I'm back. And sound is 0. Mustache interference with lip reading, says Steve. I didn't know. I just moved my mouth. Let's see if you guys go, oh, sounds out again. Just kidding. Oh, we're having too much fun. Let's see. Good. Says Jake. Yay. He's back. Crazy weather in Oregon. Freezing winters. Hot summers lately, like 112 degrees hot. That is hot. Hey, Bob D. How are you doing? Yes, we can. Let's see. It wasn't wasn't that distance. It was totally lost. It wasn't the distance. It was total loss. Oh, the sound. Yeah, technology. Is that the face that looks up? Yeah, I did do that face. I should just do icon faces all day. You know how they do all those little icons. Steve, I hit my volume button. I wonder if I did that too, because when I did something, I heard something go click. I might have hit something somewhere. I don't know what happened. So Stealth, how are you doing? Hello, been watching on TV. Laugh out loud. Just grabbed my phone. There you go. Appreciate it. Let's see, Tony. I had an IT breakdown. Yes, I did. It was out maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh my goodness, that's a long time. We still have 56 people watching that put up with it for. That just speaks volumes of you guys. You're awesome. Hanging around while I was just going and talking. Yeah, I appreciate that. So, Twilight Zone. Hey, two cycle biker. That's the. I wonder what it was. I don't know. Curious. Twilight Zone. That's right. I remember watching the Twilight Zone. We probably didn't miss much. Darling. We probably didn't miss much. Hey, Dean Kennedy there. Come to check in and say hello. How are you doing? Oh, Dean, did you see the video of North Carolina hammocking? Go check that one out. I'm not sure if you got a chance to see it, but I believe you're going to be coming back to the fall. Maha. Hope to see you there, Dean. I got to get my passport. Stitch said he was going to get on me about getting my passport. He didn't get on me about getting my passport because he forgot. Right? But I do have to get a passport because I do want to go to Canada and come see you, Dean, and do a hang up there with you. For real, 2020. Hey, Ed. Did you just do that, Ed? Ed Chaos gifted 1 membership and looks like was gifted a membership. And Hammock Mountain got the membership. Thank you very much, Ed, for doing that. That is awesome. Would take 73. I thought I would take 70 east through Wheeling and into PA. I have to figure out how to get to 80 from here. I've worked in Philly and I have been to Pittsburgh and Harrisburg. So Elysburg is an hour north of Harrisburg. So if you come that way, it depends on where you're at, as you come across Ohio. Like if you're in southern, no sense of going all the way up unless you're close to 80. But you got to figure out whether you go down and get, well, there's 70, but then you come up and I don't know. There is a turnpike. I don't recommend taking the turnpike because it's expensive. Yeah. For real. Let's see. Oh, let's see. That's awesome, Steve. Ha ha. Ha. Right. Right. She did. Yeah. Darlene joking with me. If I recall, you're East Coast Canadian. Yes. East Coast. The Dean is up there in Nova Scotia. Shatner is looking at a coon on wings on his phone. Haven't seen the vid yet for North Carolina. All right. Yeah, Dina was a lot of fun. It was great group of guys down there get together. Well, at both locations, but yeah, but you may recognize a few. They also go to Maha, but they've got a great group down there as well. And you'll see individuals that were there that were also down at the world's largest hammock hang con. Let's see. Hope your daughter's nursing school is going good. Yes. Team. Great job. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Ed. Follow them. I think creep me out beyond measure. we all are a bunch of lip readers, Tony. Thanks for help. Let's see. Halifax, Nova Scotia. Yes. Woohoo. Let's see. I just also the doll. Let's see. Oh, a lot of big stars debuted on that show. Let's see. Doll was scariest thing. There we go. It says, I don't think it would take 6.5 hours to get to anywhere in PA, but I guess it must be in the far west corner of the state or close to Philly. We're at an hour. So 81, which runs up from like this way, north and south. If you know where Harrisburg is, we're an hour north of Harrisburg. And if you know where Scranton, Wilkes-Barre is, we're an hour south of Wilkes-Barre. Scranton is where Elysburg is. But coming from out 80, it can take you sometimes a little lower and coming. Yeah, everybody's going to be different on the way they come out. But yes, hopefully you can, and we can see you out here. Today is Friday, but Sunday. Today is Friday, but Sunday is coming. Watch. Huh. Today is Friday, but Sunday is coming. Watch the video. Great. That just Twilight zoned me there, Leonard. Today is Friday. Let's see. Camping fun and outdoors. How are you doing? Awesome. May I ask what brand color changing lights did you use in the U-Haul Stealth Camp? So in the U-Haul Stealth Camp, the lights I used are the ones that are actually up there right now. Those are Christmas lights, LED Christmas lights. And if you go on to my Amazon storefront, you'll see lighting, tab for lighting in my Amazon storefront. And those are the ones that are in there. They're cheap. They're only like $13 or something like that. And it's a long string of lights. That's my second pair because I broke the first pair. But this is the remote that comes with it. So you can change it to any colors. I like green. So we've been doing green. Oh, look at that. I forgot to change. I just remembered. I forgot to put my green lights coming up the sides. Oh, well. Didn't even recognize that. I think that looks pretty cool. I think it looks nice. But yes, that's on the Amazon storefront. And just saying, if you get anything on the Amazon storefront, like I said, if I use it and it can be gotten through Amazon, you can actually just go to the storefront and then look at the tabs and see if Amazon has it. Yes. And those are the lights that are in Amazon. I know where my son and Williams. Aha, yes. You told me that it's not too far from your locale. So, Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Little League World Series held there every year in Williamsport, and it is about an hour from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, as well. So it's an hour from everywhere. Yeah. Easter video. Yes. My sound never disappeared. Really? Ah. Wavelength, sir. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Pennsylvania. Right? Pennsylvania. Yes, Victor. Absolutely. Where Domingo. See, there is Gonzalez. Oh, I thought where Domingo to see, but it must be spell check. So where do I go to see the Amazon list? So in the description of every video, it should say Amazon storefront. And you just click on that, it'll take you to the storefront. And then, like I said, there's a ton of stuff in there. And I tried to categorize it for things that I use that are on there in that. I know, right? He is old Kraken dated. Ain't there a highway that runs parallel to the turnpike that's next to Interstate 70 and everything to go to Philly Park or Penn National Park? I take the turnpike without problems. Yeah, so Interstate 70. I'm more familiar with 80, but that's north of us. But yeah, when Lisa goes out to visit her mom in Pittsburgh, her sibling is in Hershey. So she drives down to Hershey and then they get on the turnpike and go out to Pittsburgh. And I think they take the turnpike, but there is another road that runs parallel, I believe. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Green lights to match the Subaru. Don't forget the squirrel shirt as well. Yeah, David. Absolutely. So I have, you know what? I should do that. I was thinking of that today. I should do that. That'd be cool. So Alpine Warrior, a couple of years ago, got me a flag, and he got me two of them, and I have one in the pack still. Like never took it out. I wonder if I'd take the flag there. It's a double-sided flag, and so I think it would bleed through because the flag is hollow in the middle. So I would do a marker, but the marker would probably bleed through. I wonder, I might have that out there on the table, and that anybody that comes to Knoebels can sign it. I think that would be awesome if you guys signed my one flag. That would be cool. Maybe I'll do that. I'll think about that. Yes, because I have two of them. One that I fly, but he sent me two of them. But I think that'd be cool because I am going to hang one up there at the pavilion so people know. Oh, there it is. Let's see. First, last. No. Did I answer everything? Am I caught back up again? I-81 works pretty great. I-18 works pretty great. Pretty good, great sound and video. I listen to people pronounce Oregon. William Eddy. They butcher it, but they can't help it. I probably butchered it too. That's a great idea, Tony. The flag. Yes. All right. Well, looks like we are over in 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I am going to say goodnight. I know you guys got to get going. Can't sit around and watch me all night. All right. All right. Well, cheers to a great week. Real quick, I'll show you guys this. If you watched that video, so Todd Champion, I'm going to say goodnight in a second. So Todd Champion did a U-Haul video in a van. So he had inside that van, he had Steve Wallace's picture, my picture, Sam Northwest Wind's picture, and then at the end of that video, he put his video picture up on the wall. And I messaged him and I said, "Hey Todd, if you want, send me your picture, or send me my picture so that I can sign it and send it back to you." Well, if you guys watched the video already, you guys saw it. But this is Todd Champion. When we were hanging out at the fire, he gave me, he had signed this and gave me his picture. And then he had my picture with him that I signed is for him. So he's got a signed picture of me and I got a signed picture of him. And it was great. But that was his the picture he put up at the end of his video of the thing. It says, "Hey, now I'm part of the Wall of U-Haul fame." Yeah, so that was great. We had a absolutely super fun time. So make sure you hit the notification bell because the video is coming out, and it's Tony in Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. Tony is down there in Alabama. I was just there the other day. So I got it. So when did I start driving home? Wednesday. No. Yes. Yeah, we camped. We camped Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. I began driving home that day. I slept. Where did I sleep? I forget. I'd have to think about that. But I just drove. Anyhow. Well, yep. So good night, everyone. Good night, Mary. Good night, Johnny. Good night, Dean. Good night, First and Last. Good night, Kitchen Witch. Tanya, good seeing you in here tonight. Good night, Paul. Good night, Hammock Mountain. Good night, Anthony. Anthony Price. Hey, brother. Hello, Tony and the 2 Point family. God bless all. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you too. Good night, Johnny. Good night, Mary. Good night, everyone. So James, Leonard, the Carver family. I always say Culver. I'm used to Culver hamburgers saying that. All right. Well, you guys have a great week. Easter's coming, and it's not all about the bunny. All right. So I pray for you guys to have a blessed week and just amazing time this week. And for all those that ask for prayer, I'll definitely be praying for you guys. My 2.0 on First and Last 2.0. Hey, Witch Magic. Good night, Paul. All right. Good night, everyone. All right. Great to see y'all in here. Take care, Brother Anthony. Love you guys. All right. Tony and Squirrel 2.0. You ain't going to do 2.0? No? All right. I have to teach him that. He's always hanging on to that nut. All right. Well, why are you pointing at me? All right. We'll see you. Okay. Love you guys. Good night. See you guys. Have a great one. And happy Easter. I'll probably be on next Sunday. Love you guys. See ya. Oh, we got to